Good afternoon. So, today's video is on the GT40 and a little bit of a crossover. So, other people have done videos on the GT40. I'm not going to go heavily into the history of it, just touch on the fast and quick here. Henry Ford II had attempted to buy Ferrari from Enzo Ferrari, and they were heavily into negotiations when Enzo Ferrari refused one of Henry Ford II's requirements for the sale, that Ferrari not compete against Ford in the same racing series in the United States. So Henry Ford II was very angry, and he turned to his people and he goes, let's beat him in his own game. And the the movie Ford versus Ferrari depicts, Carroll Shelby as being the backbone of the operation, the be all end all, and that's not quite true. Most of the preliminary engineering was done in the UK. The Ford GT40 was actually based on a Lola chassis, and then later modified. But the original Ford GT40 for 1965, which won Le Mans first, second, third place in 1966, was more of a UK design. And then eventually, originally it was the 289 cubic inch or 4.7 liter V8 in there, but they did have versions with the 427 cubic inch or 7 liter. But I'm not going to go heavily into the history of it. I bought this Auto World Miho exclusive vintage racing 1965 Ford GT, the dirty version, number 2 in, I believe that's black. We'll see in a second. And it's the first premium of a GT40 that I've bought. I don't remember which one was the first one I bought. I think it was this one quite a while ago. This is a Hot Wheels GT40. And, oh, hold on. Hot Wheels GT40, looking for the copyright date. 1999, made in Malaysia. And this ice blue in this faux Gulf livery, meaning, and when I say faux, it's an ice metallic blue. It's not the proper blue. It does have the orange stripes. It doesn't say Gulf anywhere on it. And this is also a Hot Wheels, but this is a update to the original casting. So on the bottom of this, I believe it has 1999 and then 2019. And there are some differences there. You can see they cut out some metal here, I guess, to reduce weight and production costs. And they did better on the tampos. It's subtle differences, but the original casting and the updated one, and this one has a more authentic, and it actually says Gulf on it. Gulf here, Gulf here. So these two GT40s, and that began my sort of mini obsession with the Gulf livery. So these two on card were gifts, one from somebody here in the United States and one from overseas. So I have the long card and the short international card of this same casting. I'm not normally a carded collector, but I see no reason to pull them off the cards, considering I have one loose already. And then in the back, you'll see this 65 Mustang, this 2005 Ford GT, not GT40. And this is a Matchbox, again, in a near Gulf livery. It doesn't actually say Gulf. But there actually was, I'll say this was a factory color. There were a few made in that color. And then the 2018, the custom 2018 Ford Mustang There, custom 18 Ford Mustang GT with the adjustable front spoiler that clicks up or down. This one isn't a Gulf livery. And the other Gulf livery I have is the Car Culture Cargo Carriers Ford Transit Supervan in Gulf. That's really the extent of my mini Gulf livery collection. And then you have GT40 adjacent. The GTX concept, Ford GTX1, which was never actually built, which is just a Targa version of what eventually became the 2005 Ford GT. And of course, this is a Hot Wheels casting that I've had for quite a while. Let's see if we can find the copyright year. Malaysia, it doesn't actually say, so I'm not sure. I mean, I've had it for quite a few years. The only premium one I have is this Johnny Lightning Ford GT that I've had since it was new. So I want to say about 2005. And then the most recent GT40 Mark IV. But now to the star of the show. I've already pre-cut this. Autoworld is stated true 164. And I don't normally go for dirty versions, but what the hell? If you're going to go for a dirty version, go for it. So let's take a quick look at the back of the card. Vintage Racing. And this should be a 2020. And I love that this one has the box because, of course, I like to, if my Autoworlds come in a box, I like to store them in the box. So let's take a look at this. Very nice. So, of course, Autoworld metal body, metal base, rubber tires. They've even dusted or weathered the bottom. So there's the information over there. It's casting number 164016. So does that mean they've been making this forever? And this has a 2019 build, I guess, for 2020. So I guess when I got it on eBay, it might have been sitting on the hobby dealer's shelf for a while. That's fine with me. I always say patience if you have it to collect. So lensed headlight covers, heavily dusted. Some nice details there. The tool fuel caps there. I'm guessing that's a racing light there. The yellow. Love these magnesium wheels in gold. And Goodyear tires. Nice details there. Obviously a very small car, so let's see what we can see in the interior. So this looks like it's right-hand drive, which is good. As I said, the originals were developed in the UK and then brought over for fine-tuning to the United States. And you can see the exhaust coming through the back there. The taillights obviously done very well. You can even see part of the transaxle there. So that's a real sweet model. Now, I knew these are small cars, but it was interesting. I was watching Small Model Collector recently doing a video on, I think it was this casting, and he broke out the calipers and, if I'm not mistaken, the Hot Wheels casting. You have to check out his video for it. But I think it was like 1/58 scale, so way large for scale. So let's take a look. There's the Hot Wheels casting. Here goes the Autoworld True 164. Yeah, that's a huge difference. That is way big. And of course, people think because they're race cars, that they're big. They're not. I don't think I've actually ever seen a real GT40, not a replica, up close. If I have, maybe out on the track. I've seen them on TV, obviously, but they really are that rare. So let's see. What can we put this against for scale? Well, real easy. We'll go for another 164 Auto World. This 1962 Chevy Impala SS. So we'll put that behind. And you can see the difference in the height. The GT40, the 40 standing for the 40 inches height. So let's I mean this towers over the GT40. And that's what's great about Auto World, True 164. So I think people expected me to have a ton more variations. I always say I don't do variations, and then I reveal I do. But if something is a mainline and reasonable and has the Gulf livery, I'll probably get it. The super van I love. I don't believe Auto World offers this in a Gulf livery. So and I'm not a completionist, and like I said, I try and do this on a budget, but I really like this, and I found it reasonable on eBay. So, eBay secondary market, so it was not in the stores around me. I don't think ever. So I think I paid $15 for this. A little more than I like to pay for Auto World because I love to find Auto World on the pegs if I can, but still a very reasonable price. So, just real quick, I have this Kyosho Shelby here. I think it might surprise, and of course the Kyosho is 124. But you can see the Shelby's a little longer, but not phenomenally bigger than this tiny little Roadster. What else do I have that's another Auto World just to compare or get here's the Jeep Wrangler. The Jeep is probably twice as tall. Yeah, if you were driving the Jeep, you'd have a hard time seeing the GT40. So this is just a relatively quick video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed getting this Auto World Ford GT. Well, Ford GT40. It's not a Ford GT. It's a 1965 Ford GT40. I don't know why it doesn't say that on the box. All right. So, like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Have a good day. I'm sort of in the middle of doing my taxes, so I'm a little distracted. But I wanted to get this video out today. So you have a great day, and I'll catch up during the week. Okay, bye.